name is Catherine Chinayenwa Onyejeshi. I'm from Imo State. I knew about this church 2011 through my brother. They were coming here for healing and deliverance. So that particular day, I'm a health practitioner, so I was handling a particular case. It was an old woman for about 3 months. She has not been eating. She has not been going to toilet. Nothing has passed through her mouth for the past 3 months. So I was called to take care of her. It was a home treatment. I went to her house. I started treating her. But while I was going, the Spirit of God was just ministering. Then I was not a born again. No, let me be sincere. I love God, but I was not a strong born again then. So I went there, but in my spirit I was just saying, how I wish any man of God will come, so that I will just join my hands with that person to pray for this woman, so that this woman will receive her healing. The healing gift has been from the birth. It's not something that came today. So then, while I was contemplating that in my heart, all of a sudden one pastor came. I said, thank God, somebody is there that at least will help me. I will pray. We will pray together with the woman. So we prayed together with the woman. I fixed the drip. It went through. We treated her. That day, that woman ate. I think the following day she went to toilet, and that was how she was improving. But after a while, they called me again that she couldn't eat again, that I should come and feast her so that she will have strength. So while I was going that particular day, I started having this strong headache. I wanted to go to the bank and also to go and fix that drip for that woman. So while I was going, I was having this headache, strong headache. I was like, when I got to the bus stop, I said, no, let me go to the bank first. I went to the bank. When I was coming back, the headache continued. So while I was moving on that street, there is this thing they call tornado. Yoruba call it IJESHA. So that thing was just coming in my front. I look, I said, what is it? I said, I return you back to your sender in the name of Jesus. That was how the thing went back and fall on top of one lady that was coming. So I went, I treated that woman. That was where I noticed that it was her daughter that was after her. During the course of the way she was behaving and everything, she saw her mother improving. Instead of her to be happy, she started misbehaving. In fact, she doesn't want to pay me. I had to leave the money. They called me later to come and collect my money too. But that was where I had the problem. From there, I started having headache. This headache refused to go. I was taking all sorts of medicine. I'm a health practitioner, so I was treating typhoid, I was treating malaria. It did not go. So I had my brother and his wife saying, there is this show they were going. They went there. There is miracle. There is this. I'm a born Anglican. I've been in Anglican at least 29 years before that particular time. So when I now said, they said the church is around Tuesday. I said, if I would go to this church, I would go with my own water. I don't want to buy water in fact, around that place at all. So while I was coming, I took water from the house. I was coming. So when I came, pastor said we should pray. It's just the normal routine. They anointed the water. They asked us to start praying. We were praying. Then when it was time to drink, he said we should drink it. Use it to wash your face. Use it to wash your head. Use it to, instantly. This one did not even, it was just within a thing of 15 minutes. That headache left me. That was how I located this church. This is just what brought me here. So while I was coming, the message I was hearing in Anglican, the thing was not, it was just different. I said no, I have been in Anglican for 29 years. Okay, let me even try this one. Because I will go here, I will come here. I said no, 29 years, let me stay. Let me see what will happen here. So I started coming. I was hearing the word. I was like, I heard of water baptism, that baptism should be immersion. It should be in the name of Jesus. I did an infant baptism, Then I started coming. From the preaching of Pastor Moses, I did that water baptism. But after some years again, 2014, I did this mistake again. And my spirit started troubling me that you need to go and do that water baptism again. I was like, 2011, so this one is 2014 now. So I told my mom, I said, I have to do this water baptism. That I'm troubled. My spirit is not at rest. Something keep telling me that I should go and renew renew that water baptism. That the one I did before was just like as a form of play. I don't know what I was really doing, probably because of the excitement I did, but this time around I feel that I I should go and repeat that water baptism. Okay, she said okay, let me wait for you. She waited. I went to the pool. I did this water baptism the second time in Bride Assembly. That was it was after then I can tell you now that I became a born again, because it was then, it wasn't long. I was coming to the church throughout this period before 2014. No, while coming to the church, I will pull my earrings. I will come in. When I finish, once I get to the gate, I return it back. I was still wearing trousers. I was still putting on weave on. I left my weave on. I left earring first. How I left earring was that I'm a health practitioner, so I realized that each time I'm trying to examine a pregnant woman, I won't hear the fetal heart. I was like, what is happening? Somebody else will come and do it with this and say, this thing will spoil my work, because the doctor I was working for now look at me as if maybe I didn't know what I was doing again. And I said, no, I have to remove this earring. So that day I did it. I didn't hear. I removed my earring. I listened to the fetal heart. I got it. I said, it looked as if this is the time for me to remove this earring. So that was how I removed my earring, because I've been coming. So that was when I decided, no, I have to remove them. So the earring left. So this attachment stopped too. I left it. Then my trouser was, I've been coming. So there was a particular day I came. Pastor picked me out. He said, there is a lady here. You fought with one girl of your age, and she bites you. Then I have all the mark of that teeth all over my body. I came out. Pastor said it was not an ordinary bite. He anointed me. While immediately he anointed me, that place was just hot. My face, if you look at me, you still see a little mark here. It was as a result of that bite. So he anointed everywhere, and the thing was hurting me. So it was after Pastor finished his ministration that Prophet Sunday now came and meet me. That was the first time he will ever give me. He whispers to my ear, he said, he just looked at me and said, God said you should stop trouser. That was how I realized that trouser is a problem for me. So that was the first thing I stopped. Although I struggle with it because I don't have any other clothes. The only time you can see me wearing gown or anything is when coming to church. Every clothes I have is trousers or shorts. So that was how I started, struggling with clothes and all that. That was how I stopped. So that was how I came to Bride Assembly.
What a testimony indeed I've just heard. I'm sure that you are also blessed by what we've heard from our sister, how she located Bride Assembly. Everybody has a unique way of what brought them to the Bride Assembly Church. Everyone. And our sister's testimony is also very unique. And I'm sure you have a unique testimony also. We'd love to hear it. You can send it to us on WhatsApp as a video, recording yourself. Send it to the number below on the screen. We'd like to share that testimony to the world.
It's a calling unto holiness, unto righteousness. The Bride Assembly, the Bride